and welcome to our new headquarters. We are coming to you from the Sky Room. I'm Alex Gomez, and I'm a software engineer here at Laserfiche.
Hi, I'm Tesia, and I'm a technical program manager here at Laserfiche.
Hello, I'm Wylie Strout, and I'm the general counsel.
So, Pava just talked about how we've all proven our resilience over the past 2 years. And it's true. We've navigated different mandates, learned more about viruses and transmission than ever before, and created digital workplaces, which for most of us was completely uncharted territory.
You're right, Alex. It is uncharted territory. The digital workplace has been a buzzword for decades now, but today it finally seems like a reality. I read a Gallup study that found that more than 70% of workers who do their work in offices or behind a computer perform their job all or part of the time from home during the pandemic. That same study found that more than a third of workers would continue to work remotely because they prefer it or because of concerns about COVID.
You both bring up really interesting points. Just as customer expectations have shifted, here at Laserfiche, employees' expectations have changed dramatically. I think this new way to work is here to stay, whether we are completely remote or working in a hybrid environment. Employees have proven they can successfully work remotely and have adjusted well to the lifestyle.
Yeah, we really have. I know I've definitely had to adapt. I'm still mastering the art of muting myself when my puppy finds, well, anything to bark at. With these new trends, organizations need to reimagine the employee's experience, just as they have reimagined the customer's experience. Digital resilience is not just business continuity and disaster recovery, but also learning from disruption and making changes that we can continue to build on in the future.
Well, it's good to know that my dog hasn't been the only one disrupting team calls this year. One thing we've learned from spending so much time at home over the past 2 years is that consumer experiences like Amazon, Netflix, or Airbnb, all which I think we've all used a lot of, are driving the ways that we want and need to experience work. Frictionless, intuitive, and customized to our individual preferences.
That's so true. Did you know, in a survey of 1,000 workers, 49%, nearly half, said they're likely to leave their jobs if they're unhappy or frustrated with workplace technology? Whereas when employees are able to work in a frictionless and intuitive environment, they're better equipped to be productive and effective in any situation. Now that's key for digital resilience.
At Laserfiche, we continue to invest heavily in the tools that will create these work experiences that are in line with employee expectations. Alex, I think you've been working on something special.
We have. We've just introduced a new way for users to easily organize process automation resources and manage access and security in their own team process workspaces. Any organization that uses process automation can benefit from these new workspaces, but especially if they have multiple users and multiple teams that are creating process automation components within their Laserfiche cloud environment.
That sounds amazing, but what does this mean for employees?
Well, for employees, having these process workspaces makes it much easier to navigate process automation resources, meeting business processes and rules, for example, because employees will only see what is relevant to them. For example, if HR is creating processes while the finance team is also creating a new purchase order request process, HR will have its own workspace, and they won't have to sort through all the workflows that finance is working on.
Does this mean more work for the IT team?
Actually, not at all. Team administrators can define access to resources using granular security, so they don't have to rely on central IT. And it is much easier to grant specific rights to a user without having to grant them access to everything. So if a developer is building that process for HR, they need access to create and edit that process, but that doesn't mean they should have access to other teams' processes. Now, with granular security, they won't need to. This makes it much easier for cross-team collaboration.
That's great information, Alex. So employees have the flexibility to collaborate amongst themselves and create experiences that best meet their needs.
Exactly. Speaking of collaboration, Wylie, do you remember when you helped me with those widget tech terms and conditions the other day? Hey Wylie, I have the updated terms and conditions from Widget Tech that we have to agree to before we can use their software. Can you take a look?
Sure, Alex. Pull them up.
Okay. 1 second. I have the document stored in Laserfiche. Let me open it directly in Teams. Okay, now I just need to log into Laserfiche. All right, there we go. So I had some questions on the deletion of confidential information if we stop using them.
I see. Let's ask for a standard certificate of data destruction.
Okay, let's put in a note to discuss that with their rep.
Let's take a look at their data privacy section while we're at it.
Okay, here it is. Does it look standard?
Yes, it's up to date for California. I will put in a note to request their data processing addendum.
Got it. Anything else?
I don't see anything else jumping out at me.
Great. I really appreciate you helping me on such short notice. I'll contact the rep on those open points. Thanks. That's exactly what I mean. With this new work environment, our digital workplace tools need to be flexible and secure to support how we work, wherever we work. While Teams usage has increased dramatically with more of us working from home, that does introduce new challenges when it comes to meeting compliance requirements for document storage and retention.
Hearing you both talk about the Teams integration really shows how Laserfiche has enabled convenience and collaboration even as we're remote.
It really has. The new Laserfiche integration for Microsoft Teams allows users to share, edit, and upload Laserfiche content from Teams chats and channels. So they can take advantage of the collaboration options within Microsoft Teams while still making sure the documents are stored appropriately in that centralized location that is their Laserfiche repository.
When we were working the other day, it hit me how seamless Laserfiche solutions have become. Laserfiche enables efficient collaboration while maintaining information governance. And your location doesn't matter, or what applications you're using.
Great points, Wylie.